de este juego. Miembro del bullpen de los Dodgers. Listo el pitcher. Rosario, bateador zurdo. Lanzamiento viene. Es captado el primer strike. El público corea este strike con el que comienza el juego. La hora y la temperatura es patrocinada por tus concesionarios Ford del sur de California. La Ford Bronco Sport ofrece 5 modelos diseñados para los que gozan de la vida al aire libre. Visita socalforddealers.com /español.
Let's go Dodgers. Hey, Prez, why don't you drop that track, man?
I hear it.
Hell yeah, man.
You know what? Let me get the right one, G, because are we on already?
We're on, baby. And you know, everybody, man, of all the Raider Nation Misfits podcasts in the world, this is definitely one of them. It's Thursday night, man, and it's time for the Raider Nation Misfits podcast. And it's coming to you live, episode number 23. All right. And everybody, it's a victory week, 4-2. Drop it, Press. Drop that. Drop that.
Hear this? Hold on. Hold on.
Drop it.
Oye, ¿qué pasa? This in the casa. Local slow reppin for the Raider. Raza. That is a damn thing. Runs through my veins. Can't you tell by my Raider ways? I stay down for the spot. That'll never change. And if you down for the squad, I got nothing but love for you. I got nothing but love for you. Snap back wearing, take a Raider jersey. For nothing but the silver and black all year long. That's Raider Nation. And when it's game time, you catch us at the stadium. Tailgate was nothing but familia. And the hunters and the homies all around. Listen in the background, yelling out Raider Nation, loud and proud.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Oye, vato, what's up, loco? Check out the style of my Misfits logo and see what the bottle sugar free dragged in. Turn the board, the BAC president, and I rock for my team, and I rap for my Misfits men. And it's more than a football, homie, yeah, this is family. And it ain't where you from, it's great, whack, but I always stay fitted with that silver and black. Stay reppin' for my squad, you see the logo on the flag. Raider Nation stand up, this I get to be the champs. Middle finger to the big fans.
Woo!
In the San Diego choke, send them all to the black hole, watch them all get smashed. Yeah, turn the board.
Yes. Celebrate Raider Nation. Celebrate Raider Nation. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. Celebrate it, everybody, because they thought
Misfits with that fire.
That's what's up, man.
We still have a special feature on that one coming through, dog. There's the homie Gangster Rick coming through with this feature. We're gonna leave that one for a little later. You know what I mean? We're gonna drop the whole song later. That's just the homies Slow and Charlie, our 2 members from Bullhead. They're coming through with some fire, but we're not gonna drop all of it yet. That's just a little taste for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm loving it, man. And everybody, man, were you dancing, man? I was dancing. Actually, we don't dance. We boogie, and we was boogieing. You know what I'm saying? So we're having a good time. And why are we having a good time? Because who? 4-2? That's right. That's right. That's right. 4-2. Hey, let me tell you something. They already dug the trench way out in the desert. They already had our grave dug way out in the desert, in the Las Vegas desert. You know what I'm saying? Remember Casino? And they'd be digging graves out in the desert.
Yep.
And they had the Raider Nation's grave dug out there, man. And surprise, all the Raider Nation did was get on that pony and ride it all the way to Denver, rode it all the way a mile high, and took the ponies mile high. Hey, everybody, man, it's a great way to start. We're really happy. We're really excited. We're going to get into it. And everybody, look, man, sorry about last week, that we weren't able to, make the podcast. Thank you everybody for your patience, but we don't duck and dodge losses. We never do. Right. So, we'll briefly get into that Bears game, and we'll briefly get into, what was the elephant in the room and what's out there, everything that happened to former coach Gruden, and we'll get into all that, man. But right now we're celebrating the positivity because we just keep it positive. This segment of the Raider Nation Misfits podcast is brought to you by Misfits Kitchen. Everybody already know, for your next party, for your next community service event. What do you want, man? Tacos? You want burgers? You want hot dogs? What do you want, man? Just think it up. Let Sugar Free know, and we're going to make it happen, okay? All the information is going to be down below. Community service events. Prez, can you please drop that community service calendar, man?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm dying over here.
Yeah.
Anyway, excuse me.
Hey, man, that's how the Dodgers got us having to do that, man. So
you know what? We kind of have some our Misfits Portland chapter has something going on right now. Blankets and sweaters and stuff like that for the homeless over there in the Portland, for the homeless in the Portland streets. They're doing their thing up there. That's what's going on in Portland. Over here in the High Desert chapter, they're doing Halloween baskets for the domestic violence group that we work with. It's called A Better Way. So we're trying to hook up the kids with the little Halloween baskets, because as you know, if you're a part of a domestic violence group, or you ever had an issue with someone dealing with it, they have to kind of be in hiding. They have to unfortunately, the families have to kind of be in hiding sometimes, because you got some crazy spouses. Yeah. It could be man or women, whatever, it is.
Right. Yeah.
So they really can't go trick or treat. So they're kind of stuck in the house, So when these kind of organizations, they hit us up, we have a problem with saying no. So we just don't like saying no as far as a group. We don't like saying no. And I know we're not the only group that has a problem saying no as well. There's other groups that are always hopping in the community, and we always give the big ups to everyone doing it. There's a lot to name. I don't like to really drop names, because I don't like to leave nobody out. But I know there's one on here, our show, who's a part of a club that really likes to give back and really loves the community. That's the TNBC. That's the Nation Booster Club.
Yes, sir.
They're our family. Also is a real good friend of mine. We'll talk a lot. We really chop it up a lot. He always shows us love, and we like to show them love back. So there's a lot of groups and organizations that like to give back, and that's just kind of one of them that we do. A big one that we're doing, actually, a big community event, December 4th. We're going to Tijuana. We're called the Tijuana Give Back. We're actually working with the Raiders de la Baja Club, and we're working with a lot of kennels, a lot of dog kennels. We're all coming together, and we're calling it Tijuana Give Back. We're going down there, and we're actually gonna go down to a town. It's called Colonia del Sol, I believe. And there's another town in Rosarito that we're going to. It's two different locations. One of the locations is a town. We're actually gonna go to the town, and we're gonna go set up in the little plaza, which is pretty much, if you're not Latino, it's where everybody gathers up in little towns like that. It's called the little plaza. We're gonna go down there. We're gonna give toys, unwrapped toys for the kids. Give them a good meal for the day, and we're gonna each kid is gonna take away an unwrapped toy. And each family that goes is gonna get a box of food. So that's our goal for that little town. It's a real poor town. So we're gonna go down there and do that, and then the same day we're gonna head down to another little family which is based in Rosarito. And this town, we've helped them a few years already. I'll tell you a little backstory about this family. If you're not familiar, in Mexico, they have a real bad problem with the cartels. The cartels, they kind of take over towns, and they go town to town, and they take over the town, and they take kids. And they take kids for their soldiers. They take them for a lot of bad stuff that we don't really want to say. But they do that. That's what the reality of what they do. So this family was kind of victim to that. They're not even a family, not a Russian, say that. They're not even a lot of blood related. Is what happens is a cartel came through their town, and they were going house to house and taking all the children. And that's what they were doing. A group of adults got together, and they got together as many kids as they can, as many people they can, and they took off. They took off to Baja. And that's where they took off, and that's where they reside. There was about 16 of them at the time. a couple adults and a lot of children. And they needed a lot of help. So what we did is we got together with actually it was the Raiders de la Baja's idea. They had got our contact with them and they kind of led us in. And like I said, again, we never say no, something like that happened. So we got together some stuff. We gave them some supplies and we continue to help them as much as we can every holiday season. And I know that club down there, they help them throughout the year. So we do what we can, and it's just kind of make a difference in the world. We started this early this year because it's a big job. To actually take over the whole town is kind of a big job for us. So we're taking any and all donations, even $5 it makes a difference. That could buy something. So it's really a big job, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's for the kids and it's for the families. And if I can make a kid smile, I usually dress up as Santa Claus, and that in itself is a big deal. It's fun, it's hot, but hey, you know what? We do it, and these kids, it means a lot to them. So that's kind of something that we're doing. Something always pops up. I don't like to keep my schedule too packed as far as club wise, because there's something that always pops up during the holiday season. Someone says, hey man, we're doing this, or we get together and say, hey, we're gonna sponsor a family. And there's a lot of things I could say. There's a lot of things that a lot of clubs do and a lot of people do that you don't see. You don't see a lot of these things because we don't do it for the publicity. We don't do it for the publicity. I know there's a lot of things that every club, TNBC could talk about this, that they do. They just don't put it out there. They donate or they give a family some money or some food or whatever. There's a lot of things that we do. We just don't publicize. The things that you see are not there for us to brag. They're not there for us to throw it in your face. They're actually there for you to show you that anybody can make a difference. We put it out there not to publicize it, not to make ourselves look better or good. No, there so you could see how a little it takes to make a difference. How normal people like ourselves are on the ground and are making differences out there. It's not just I'm not a rich man. I'm not a rich person, and I know none of my guys and none of my people in my club are rich at all. But with all of our resources and resources that we get from other good clubs with good hearts as well, we make things happen. We're a nation, and the nation should come together for things like this. That's what we believe in. That's what I preach. We're not different entities. We're all under one flag. We may be different clubs and represent different clubs, but at the end of the day, we represent Raider Nation. And at the end of the day, we're all human beings. So at the end of the day, we need to help one another out. That's the end of that story. I don't believe in this back and forth. I don't believe in this drama. I don't believe in we're better than the other, because I'm no better than the other and my club is no better than the other. We're equal. I stand side by side with my brothers and my sisters, and that's just the way we go about it. So those are the community events. I'll lead back. I'll go to Jesse and ask what he has going on. I know there's a lot of things they got going on as far as for the nation. And as far as community service, I'm not real sure about what they got going on, but he could speak on that.
Ready? Well, we have the trunk or treat coming on Halloween Day in the morning. It was brought up to us recently at the bar where we watched our Raiders watch party at.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a trunk or treat on October 31st from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday morning. Whoever wants to come out, decorate your car.
Yeah.
Bring out candy and, just for the kids. Like I said, it's for the kids and for the family.
It's always a good time.
Every little we could do, even if we can't show up, donate candy, do what you can,
Yeah, for sure.
And then we just been busy with the Nation Texas Takeover for Thanksgiving. Raider Nation's coming out deep to North Texas.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
Arlington, Texas. So we've been busy with that all year.
Yeah.
And then in December, we always donate to a couple families for Christmas, and so to make their Christmas really special,
Yeah.
They're really deserving that they need it for their kids, and things happen like you said, and like I said, a lot of us, we ain't rich either, but we all come together and whatever we could donate, and just to see the smile on their kid's face, and you know, just a couple families, but it's the best Christmas that they'll ever have.
It makes a difference, bro. It
Makes
don't
a
matter.
difference.
It don't matter how big the gesture is, man.
Yeah.
It makes a difference, even if it's one family, because you know what, that family will take it as a blessing, and those kids that you help will remember that. And
Yes.
we're planting seeds in these kids in the next generation. We're planting seeds in these kids to know that this is the way you do things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I could speak from experience that we don't want a lot of these kids to fall in the same shoes as we walked. You know what I mean? That's not the way we want to do it. We want to show these kids there's a better way. We're trying to give back to these streets that a lot of us took away from a lot. So we're trying to make. I always say we're trying to get our karma right, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my karma right, bro, because my karma's been off a lot of my life. So I'm trying to get it right, and my reward is to help these families.
Yeah.
My reward at the end of the day is to see smiles, to get a message. Even a message will make me smile, bro. I get messages that just say thank you, or thank you for doing what you're doing, or thank you for your club, reaching out to us really made a difference in what we're doing. That to me is a blessing, bro. That to me makes it all worthwhile. And it takes a special kind of person to do what we all do.
Yeah.
It takes a special, and not everybody could do this. It's not in everybody, and that's okay. That's okay, bro, because we don't expect everybody to do it, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we all did, but it just doesn't happen that way, bro.
Yeah. And like I said, we always want to do more and more, but sometimes we just can't,
Yeah.
And
It's-
so we try. And like I said, we
mean,
do stuff that people don't know about also, and donate things here and there. And
Yeah, I mean, it's little small gestures, man. They mean a lot. And if I could help every single person that needed help, bro, I would.
yeah,
If I can give you the shirt off my back if you need it, I would, man. And that's just how you have. But you have to have that mindset. Not
yeah,
everybody has that same mindset. We have to. What we're doing is trying to plant seeds in this next generation and this new era, as TNBC likes to say. In this new era, you're kind of planting these seeds, man, and it really does go a long way. So,
it
anyways,
does, man.
so what's up, Mario?
Absolutely, everybody. And man, you guys said it right there, everybody. So, all the information will be down below, for Darkside Raider 818, man, and all these events that are coming up. All right. And, for that Texas takeover. And everybody knows, man, that, the Raider Nation is going to go into the city of Arlington and they're going to stuff that turkey. Okay. So, and everybody, don't forget, every week, Friday, if you're in the high desert area, we have the weekly food pantry, as some that the Raider Nation Misfits are part of. And so just hit up Sugar Free. The information is down below. That's every Friday in the high desert area, Speria, Victorville, Apple Valley, that sort of thing. All right. And then on Saturday, each and every Sabado, it's a Sabado Food Bank, everybody. Okay. So DM is your boy, the man himself. All of the information is down below, and we will deliver anywhere in Southern California. Now, hold on. When I say Southern California, that means LA, that means OC, that means the IE. We'll deliver a box of food, groceries, okay? Absolutely free for everybody, okay? Now, I know what y'all just said. Man, other Raider Nation miss, right? Y'all all socialists and stuff like that. But listen, man, we just love the community. That's the bottom line, okay? If that means we're socialists, okay, fine. But we just love the community, man. That's all it is, everybody. That's all it is. And now, everybody, this next segment, we're getting into it now, everybody. First of all, shout out, man, to the one and only, Darkside Raider 818, man. Thank you for joining us. And we're about to get into it, brother. We're about to, it's about to get nasty, man.
Let's do it.
First of all, just to update, a team that is not our Dodgers is winning 2-0, okay, and we're but it's still the bottom of the first. Relax, everybody, calm down. It's just bottom of the first. Let's play 9 innings of Dodger baseball. Now let's get to it, everybody. So we're not gonna duck it and dodge it. Week 5, Chicago 20, Las Vegas 9. I'm sorry, everybody. The Chicago Bear fan base did invade Allegiant Stadium. It just, look, I'm not going to talk too much about it. It was what it was. And then what is it? So that ticket, I think thus far has been the most expensive ticket in the NFL, in all of the NFL up to this point. Okay. So that was just Vegas flipping their tickets and getting money off the Chicago Bear fan base. But that's what happened. That's really what happened. Bottom line. All right. And it shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. Lesson learned. Moving it on. The Philadelphia Eagle fan base will come into Allegiant Stadium. So Raider Nation, don't let them do it, because that's another fan base that likes to roll deep and they like to sing their songs and all that stuff. But Raider Nation, don't let them do it. But anyways, both of them had 60 plays. Now here's a crazy thing. The Raiders had more total yards, 259 to 250. They were penalties, 10 for 82. That was rough. They had a turnover. Their third down efficiency was 5 and 14th, and then fourth, 1 and 3. And we know that 2 of those were runs down the middle. Everybody knew it was coming. Hey, man, and we'll talk about that. But anyways, it was just a bad game altogether, everybody. I mean, it was a miserable game. First of all, we knew the story outside of the football field that was messing with everybody's head. Then the Chicago Bear fan base comes in, and that wasn't cool. And then just the Raiders, they just play a bad game. Honestly, everybody, homies, a game that maybe they could have won. Maybe. All right. But there was a main story to it. And I'll get to that main story. I'm not going to go around it. But now we go to week 6, man. And we said, you know what? We got to dust ourselves off. And then we saw a little pony. And we got on that pony. And we rode that pony all the way to Mile High Stadium, man. And listen, everybody, we done did. I was in the house, man. The Raider Nation was in the house. They were loud. And they were, listen, man, they were talking a lot of smack. That fan base was talking a lot of smack that day. But what happened? This is what happened, everybody. Raiders had 77 total plays. Raiders had 52 total plays. Denver had 77 total plays. Raiders 426 total yards. And then the Broncos had, now check this out, the Broncos had 421 yards. Now you might think, dang, dude, did the Broncos run all over was the defense really that bad, 421 yards? Okay, here is the main stat, homies. Turnovers for the Raiders, right there, right? And turnovers for the Broncos, 4, right? That's a Raider defense that have 4 turnovers in the game. Man, have mercy on me, man. And when it came to passing, this guy Bridgewater, he had 309 yards. I mean, he had a good passing game, but the turnovers killed him, man. But it was a great game and everything. Prez, man, yeah, I know you were watching, man, and I know, man, Jesse, man, I know you were watching too. So Prez, man, give me a key, on offense and defense, man, or a main factor that contributed to that win. And then Jesse, man, as we're looking forward to the next week, man, as we're gonna play the Philadelphia Eagles, man, and then we go into the bye. What do you think is gonna be, a huge key for the Raiders going into that game? But we'll start with you, Prez.
Look, I'll start off with saying that game against the Bears, bro. Our team just looked like they gave up, bro. They looked like they were trying. For some reason, they looked like the life wasn't there in them. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was so much drama going on, but that game just looked like it was kind of like, you could tell like they just kind of like not gave up, but they weren't feeling it. Like, when you wake up and you're just not feeling the day and you're just kind of trying to go through the motions. That's how it kind of felt. But we'll let that go. But whatever. The next week was against the Broncos. That game, bro. Look, if you watch the games, you know that Max Crosby is a beast, bro. Max Crosby is a beast, and he's tearing it up out there on that line. That line is making a big difference this year. That pressure that we're getting on the quarterback and that pressure that we're bringing is really messing things up for the opposing team and the opposing quarterback. And it's really opening things up as far as our cornerbacks and our safeties, and they're allowing them to make plays with the pressure that we get, because it's going to rush the quarterback, and it's going to then in turn we're going to get some turnovers. We're creating turnovers. That's one thing. Max Crosby's really been a beast this year, bro. So that's one thing I could say that's really a difference. As far as offense, our offense for the Denver game, it looked more open. You know what I mean? It looked like he opened that the playbook was open. And I know that Derek Carr had a say so in this last week's game as far as the play calling. I heard he had the veto power, which is if he didn't like a play, he could change it at the line of scrimmage. That's kind of what if you're familiar with kind of Peyton Manning, how he used to play. Peyton Manning would play he would call his own plays at the line. He would call his own plays. He had the playbook all in his head, and he was able to call his own plays. The coordinator would kind of throw some things at him, and then he could just say, I don't like that play, and he'll run another one because he's reading the defense. That's kind of where the level that Derek Carr, I believe that he's at now. He knows the playbook, he knows that offense in and out. And I think that's the kind of where the direction he has to go. He started launching it downfield to Ruggs. Ruggs and that long passing game was really coming through, man. Edwards, Ruggs, Waller, they all had plays over like 20 yards. They all had plays over like 20, 30 yards, I think, at a time. It just seems like Carr could just launch it, and he knows that one of those guys is going to catch it, or one of those guys is going to be there. And that's it. That's a good feeling to have, bro. Where you have that pressure coming. There's a couple of plays where he's on his back foot, about to get smashed, and he just throws it like, just go get it. You know what I mean? And there you go. There's Ruggs catching it, or there's Waller coming up with it, or there's Edwards coming through with the one-handed grab, bro. You know what I mean? Like those kind of plays make a difference when you know you could trust your receivers, and he has those weapons out there. What's the Kenyan Drake? Kenyan Drake, bro. They really used him. They used him, and they got him in. They got him in the game. He had 2 touchdowns, I believe. And he had some catches. They were using him. They hadn't used him a lot, and they heard he was really excited about that game because he knew he was going to get used a lot that game. So those are things that I kind of I feel like are opening up a little bit. It's nothing personal against Gruden or nothing else, but I really feel like his play calling was getting a little too predictable. You know what I mean? Like you were able to know, okay, here comes a run. Okay, here comes a run again. All right, now they're going to go to third and Renfro again. They already knew what was coming, bro. So it's like you kind of knew what to get. Now it's kind of like, what do we do? Where do we go? Who do we guard? You have Edwards, you have Renfro, you have Waller, you have Ruggs. You have all these guys you have to account for. You can't account for all those guys at once. One of them is going to come open. One of them is going to be open. And if one of them is not open, he's going to dump it off to Drake, or he's going to dump it off to Jacobs. And neither one of those are good pass catchers out of the backfield. Either one of them can bust it. Jacobs is one of the highest pass catchers as a running back, yards after catch. You know what I mean? So he's going to get at least, he's going to break off at least 5 or 10 after you hit him, so you already know. So those kind of weapons are good to have, bro. And I really think the defense, we're not top tier defense, but we're good enough to win the games. And we haven't had that in years, bro, to be good enough to win the games, where we're not losing the games. They could score a few touchdowns, and the defense will kind of hold them a little bit to let the offense come through with their weapons. So those are really good, some points that I really feel that we need to keep it up, man. I don't know how you feel, Jesse, but that's kind of what my take on it is.
Yeah, I totally agree. The first, like I said, at the Bear game, it was like a whole team loss. Offensive line was trash that game. Penalties. I mean, we would get something going, and then, like I said, that penalty on Waller for taunting, that was stupid. Dumb penalty by the ref. Yeah. And then Edwards, that wide open, that pass, and he just pretty much like threw the ball down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had opportunities in the Bears game. Nothing was working for us,
Yeah.
And Gruden stuck to the run. It wasn't working, and it's like he kept sticking with it. It's like, it was just too obvious, the whole play calling.
Yeah. Exactly.
But the Denver game, the offensive line did really, really good job. A lot better.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot better compared to the games of the past.
Yeah.
And like I said, and even when he was under pressure, he just threw it up. One of the guys we have very talented receivers, and they were there. They played. You could tell they were going all out, and we used everybody. Kenyan Drake, Edwards, Ruggs, Renfro, Waller. Foster Moreau has some good blocking at tight end, so I think we're at our best when our backup tight end is blocking. He's, put him on the line, help block the offensive line. And like I said, at goal line, he blocked like 3 guys at one point. Foster Moreau, we got a touchdown. We didn't have that many penalties.
Yep.
It was a team win.
Yeah.
We gave up a lot of yards. We gave up a lot of yards, but it was more garbage time yards that we gave up,
Yeah.
We started playing soft on them towards the fourth quarter, and because we were up by 17 points or whatever it was.
Right, yeah.
And we were just playing soft. They were playing off a lot. So it was just a lot of garbage yards we gave up. So, Denver got a lot of yardage, but it wasn't that much. It was just, it was just garbage time, basically.
Yeah. No pasa nada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel the same. Our defense ain't elite, but if we're around the 15th ranked defense, we'll be good. You know what I mean?
Right,
good enough.
right, yeah.
We'll be good enough. With around being, instead of being 30, 31, 32, I'll take 15th rank, on defense.
Yeah.
Because our offense is going to be top 10 no matter what. We have too many weapons on offense not to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. And, Josh Jacobs, I think you guys covered really all the key important points. So maybe one that I'll throw out there is, special teams. I'm not trying to throw the dark cloud or anything like that. I still believe in my guy, Cash Money Carlson, right? The other DC, Daniel Carlson.
Yeah.
I still believe, man, he's hitting the post and stuff. Now he's kind of, before he was Cash Money, now he's like missing, a field goal to game or something like that, man. But, hey, man, I saw him warming up in the game. And, man, he was, where they have the pony in the middle of the field? Man, he was nailing them from out there. So, he can do it, and hopefully, that special teams keeps rolling, and then, the punter, a huge help,
Our
AJ
punter,
Cole.
Our punter's like the best punter right now in the league, man.
Exactly.
And he launches them like 6.
Launching them, yeah. We have
yards.
We have good kickers, man. We have really good kickers.
Yeah, that helps a lot, man. And
we've always been known to have a good
for
kicker.
Good
you know what I mean?
Good,
that's just
good punter,
part of the
good
Raiders.
kicker has always been a part of the Raider. Yeah,
good punter, good kicker.
Going back to
the Raiders,
going back to a Hall of Famer, Ray Guy.
Ray Guy. Oh, exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a Hall of Fame punter right there, man. That's a classic. And going back to Janikowski. Janikowski, bro.
and Leckler. Janikowski and Leckler together were awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a combo for like
that was a great combination, exactly.
Yeah, so we're known to have that. It's just been a thing that we've done,
Yeah, y'all remember Jeff Jager, man?
Jeff Jager.
That guy. He was, won a lot of, those Hostetler making those late drives and then just setting it up for Jeff Jager, man, and nailing him, baby. So, anyways, everybody, good times, we're thinking about that. But, and it is a good time, anything can happen the next week. We already knew that. And I think we talked about that, Prez, when we were going into that Chargers game, man, we was 3-0 and we said it, man, every Raider touchdown, we celebrated. Every Raider win, you best believe we celebrate it. And when we go on a winning streak, you best believe that we're impossible to deal with. All right, man. But we're moving forward, to week 7, Philadelphia. Now, homies, Raider Nation, these next two, Philadelphia, then the bye, then the game against the Giants. Man, on paper, we should be able
to win both, exactly.
Win these games, but any given Sunday and these situations and that, can we stay focused? I'm about to give the injury report, coming into today, and we got tight end Nick Bowers, and it's his neck. Everybody, don't panic. Derek Carr, he was on the injury report, and that's for his a finger on his left hand. Max Crosby, the defensive end, of course. Anybody heard of Max Crosby, the defensive end? He's
a new guy. He's a new guy or what?
He's a new guy.
Nobody got him or what? Practice squad?
You just picked him up or what?
Hey, we're gonna give him a chance.
Squad? Yeah.
We're gonna give him a shot, right?
All right,
Brian Edwards, man, wide receiver, man, the hamstring, Brandon Facian, the cornerback, Hip, right?
He
Jonathan,
stepped up, man. He did really good.
right. Oh, I'm sorry, Faison. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Faison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Know who I like? I'll step in. That stepped up this that I've seen a lot. His name called was Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Oh yeah,
Hobbs.
yeah.
I really have heard his name called a lot during that game, man. He was
Right.
flying around. We're like, and I really like that. I really like him. You know, just want to give him a little.
I like her safety a lot too. You got the interception, Mooring, man.
Mooring, man. You know, and
you don't hear his name a lot. You don't hear his name a lot, this because they're not attacking
they're not
him.
trying
You know
him.
what I mean?
They're not trying him, bro. They're not even trying to
throw
Mooring.
Exactly.
They want no part of him, bro. And,
it's like when we had Awesome Wall. You never heard Awesome Wall's name. Because they didn't try Awesome Wall, Namdi.
No one wanted to throw his way. No one wanted to throw Namdi. He was shut down for at least, I remember, a good 2-3 years where Namdi was just shut down. You know, and I think he went to the Eagles or Jets or something like that. After
he went to the Eagles and it was
something like that. But he was good for like a 2-3 year stretch, bro. He was a top. He was a top tier.
There, people didn't want to throw that direction. I think that's the same thing with Mooring. Nobody wants to go that direction.
Yeah, because he has like 4.2, 4.3 speed, so he's playing center field out there. He's pretty much out there to clean up everybody's mess, you know. And if you get past him, you did something. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna catch you. You know, like he's gonna catch you. And then you got him and then Abrams back there. And if it's an open field, Abrams is gonna try to take your head off. You already know that he's gonna try and let's like break you in half. And I know they've had to actually tell him to try to chill a little bit. They've actually had to tell him to kind of step it back a little bit because he's trying to kill people every play, you know. So they're just trying to tell him just kind of make the play, man. You don't need to kind of take his head off every play, you know. But it's kind of hard to tell you to put it back. Once you're in that mode and you're in that game where you know, even if you play any sport, once you're in game mode, you can't take yourself out. You know, just you know, you might tell him, and it goes in 1 year, it's gonna come out the other. He's gonna be like, yeah, all right, coach. And the next play, he's gonna try and take off another guy's head. You know what I mean? Like you kind of you got to be real careful about telling someone to kind of step it back. You know, you got to be real careful with that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you're right. Because, you know, it's exciting for us, but at the same time, man, we know that we don't want anybody to get hurt, man. And, you know, especially, you know, career ending, man, because we keep it going, man. You're going to get better and better and better. You're going to help this team get into the playoffs, man, and make a run. So here we go, man. We got Jonathan Hankins, a defensive tackle. His hip, Quentin Jefferson, defensive tackle. He had like a personal day or something like that. Nick Kwiatkowski, the linebacker, his toe. Dallin Levitt, the safety, his quad. Colton Miller, the tackle, his pectoral. Carl Nassib, the defensive end, and his ribs. Yannick Ngakwe, defensive end, his knee. Is there more on the list? Yeah, there's more on the list. Linebacker, Denzel Perryman, his thumb. Wide receiver, Henry Ruggs III, his knee. Guard, John Simpson, his elbow. Solomon Thomas, defensive tackle, his wrist. And Darren Waller, the tight end, he's resting his knee. And then for the Philadelphia Eagles, man, they just have Derek Barnett, the defensive end, Anthony Harris, the safety, Lane Johnson, the tackle, Jason Kelsey, the center, Rick Lovato, the special teams, and Dallas Goddard, the tight end. So everybody, man, Philadelphia, even though they're not the best team, I would say, they're healthy. They're pretty healthy, you know what I'm saying? And us, man, we're pretty banged up, and it's not just like, you know, the bench warmers, man. I'm talking about this is, you know, a lot of the starting players on both offense and defense, man. So everybody, man, you know, this question, you know, hey, man, we'll start it off with Jesse, man. You know, for this coming into this Philadelphia game, because I don't want it to be a trap game, man. We're hot and we're rolling, you know, but it could have been an emotional win, right?
Yeah.
Could have been an emotional win, right? So, you know, what do you think is going to be, you know, the key, man? You know, coming into home, the Raider Nation is going to be crazy. I know them little birdie fans are going to be there too, so it's going to be wild. And everybody, honestly, in my opinion, so everybody says that the Raiders, oh man, a bunch of thugs. For me, Philadelphia Eagles, I'm sorry, Philadelphia Eagle fans. For me, that's the trash organization. That's like the nasty fans. I'm talking about like the dirt, like throw stuff and fights and you know what I'm desmadrosos, dude. To me, that fan base. Hey Jesse, man, what do you think is gonna be like the main thing, you know, on offense for this team. And then Prez, man, I know Prez, you on defense, bro, locking it down. What do you think will be the key for defense coming up against this Week 7 matchup against, the Philadelphia Birdies, man?
For me, still, it's our offensive line, man. We still got to stay strong there somehow. If we can protect Carr, we'll be good. That'll help open up the run a little bit, get some screen passes, let our running backs do what they got to do. Our receivers, they're all beasts, so I'm not worried about that. And, I mean, like I said, our offensive line, that's probably our weakest thing right now still. And, they looked a lot better last week, so hopefully we continue doing that.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey, real quick, my bad, everybody. Now I'm gonna sound like a real YouTuber. Shout out to everybody, man, in the chat, man. It's burning up in the chat, man. We got, what was that? We got Castro, man. We got Dark Phoenix, Killer Cuz 78, man. Dark Phoenix right here, man. D Grano, man, 45. What's up, everybody? Who's tuning. I'm trying to message everybody, and I could just shout everybody out like this, man. It's crazy, man. All right. But shout out to everybody and keep it burning. Press, put it down for what do we need to do on defense, man? For real.
Man, on defense, we got to keep it going on the front line, bro. That defensive line got to keep shutting it down. We need Ngagwe to come through. We need Crosby. We need that line, bro, to keep doing what they're doing. Solomon Thomas up the middle. We can't forget about Solomon Thomas, man. He's playing a position that he's ever played before, and he's doing a damn good job up there, man. People kept saying he was too small to play up front, too small to play, But I mean, this is a grown man. This is a 6'3", 200 and something pound man. Okay, I don't know how big you think he has to be. That's big enough to me to play on the line, bro. That's a big boy right there. So and he's up there with the big boys, and he's putting some pressure up the middle, and then that allows the ends to come in. Once that quarterback wants to step up, because the ends are coming in on him, those ends are coming in. He steps up. The middle's coming through, bro, and that's what's kind of killing those quarterbacks, those pressure hits. That's kind of what I'm looking for, is that line. I know we got a new cornerback that we just signed, who's a stud, bro. He was a stud at what the Falcons, I believe, was his last team. He was a stud there. He's a Pro Bowler. It's Trufant, man. He's a defensive back. I'm looking for good things out of him. They're not going to kind of put him in that much. I'm not sure how much of the playbook he knows or how much he needs to know, but I think kind of Bradley. I think his defense isn't that complicated where he needs to know that much. Pretty much they're going to put him in there for maybe some man-to-man, some zone, you know what I mean? Just stay in your zone, and they're going to have the safeties helping him out. But if they have Hayward on one side and Trufant on the other, that's a good little combo, man. Yeah, I like that. I like our chances right there. Yeah, that's a good combo, bro. Trufant and Hayward, because Hayward's a shutdown. Yeah, Hayward's our shutdown cornerback. He's on an island right there. He's our shutdown. They put him on the best receiver that they have. That's when you know he's the stud on the defense. When you have your best cornerback guarding their best receiver. That's that matchup you want to see. And he's been coming through. So if they want to try and throw the other side, maybe with Trufant over there shutting it down, it's really going to get our line some more sacks. You're going to see some more sacks, and I know Hurst likes to run though, so I really want to see, because if we shut it down, we're gonna have to keep him in the pocket, and we're gonna have to keep an eye on him. So maybe they want to throw a little spy in there. Maybe they want to throw a spy in there to kind of keep an eye on him, because once there's nobody open, we know he's gonna run. I'm not sure if he's really progressed enough to be like a 3 or 4 read kind of quarterback. And I'm not sure if he has the offense. I haven't seen that much of their games to know if their offensive line kind of holds up, to know if he has enough time to have 3-4 reads, because you have to have a really good line to have more than three reads, and you don't know what that means. That's pretty much going to your first read. He's not open. You go to your next one. You got to know where each receiver is at and each running back is at if you're back there going, because if you lose track, you're going to get sacked. You know, so you have to have as a quarterback, you have to know where your reads are and your receivers have to be. And that takes practice. That takes practice to know. Yeah, that takes practice, bro, to know where your receiver's gonna be. You're gonna throw to a spot. You can't throw to him because he's gonna be another spot. So what it is you have to throw to a spot. As a quarterback, you have to know, okay, I'm throwing it to here. He needs to meet the ball there. Meet the ball there as a receiver. You know, you can't just throw, because if you throw directly to him, he's not going to be there anymore unless he turns around route, unless he just stands and turns and then he's there. But still, it's still timing. It's all about timing. So I'm not sure if the Philadelphia Eagles are that progressed where they have that timing set, but we really got to kind of break up his timing by doing that, is getting that pressure on him. So I'm kind of interested to see how they lock him down as far as his run game. You know, because he's going to try and run, and we have to keep him in the pocket, because it's so frustrating, man. When you're watching the game and he has nowhere to throw, the quarterback has nowhere to throw, and then bam, he busts out like a 20-yard run. Oh, I hate the remote. I'm so pissed. Where the fuck you at? What the fuck are you doing?
Where's everybody at?
I could do a better job. You know, my grandmother who's in a wheelchair could fucking guard him. You know, everything. You know, you're pretty much saying every cuss word in the fucking world, man. And, you know, nobody wants to watch the game with me because I'm fucking cussing at the TV. My pets are all fucking pissed. They're all crying. You know, I'm just like, you know, because I hate seeing it, bro. It's frustrating. Like, fucking guard it. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? You're like, fuck. You're sitting there watching it, and it's so frustrating. I hate seeing that, bro. So I don't want to see him running all over the field, man. I really don't want to see it. So I really feel like a key to the defense is holding Hurst inside the pocket, not letting him run, and shutting down his reads. So that if we do that, I really like our chances, because we already know our offense is going to get us at least 21. You know, I'm not sure what they're averaging, but they're going to get us at least in the 20s if they're on their game. You know, they're on their game, they're going to give us. And if you score in the 20s, you should be able to win the game. You know what I mean? There's no reason that you're scoring like about 28, 20-something points and you're not winning. You know what I mean? That shouldn't happen, you know? So I really feel if we keep this game if we keep them under about 14 points, I really like our chances.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, you said it right there, Prez. I mean, speaking of locking it down, you locked it down with that analysis right there. It's all about that pressure. And then, you know, another homie right here said it, Dark Phoenix, you know, that, you know, what you said, Darkside, you know, man, that is that O-line got to hold up. Like, hey, man, they played tremendous. How many sacks did Von Miller have last week?
Yeah, none. You didn't call his stupid ass name. And I'm glad we didn't call his stupid ass name to that little horsey dance. I don't want to see all that shit. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that, bro.
I forgot about that guy.
I mean, give him his props.
You never heard his name all game, man.
You know, give him his props. I give props where it's due. He's a good player, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see any good player do good against us. Nope. You know what I mean? If he's not playing against us, I hope he gets 10 sacks a game. You know what I mean? But if you're playing against us, if you're playing against the Raiders, fuck you and your best player. And we don't want you to win, and we want your best player not to win. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I wish bad on nobody, but I don't want them to do good that game. Right. That's just the bottom line. I'm a real fan, and I don't want nobody else to do good against my team.
Absolutely, man. Enough said, man. And now everybody, like we do, you know, we talk the talk, man. And now we about to walk that walk, baby. So now it's time for the predictions, man. And you know us, you know, man, we love our team and we support our team, but we're realistic about it, man. So, but let me know, man. Darkside, man, what's your prediction? You know, what's your final prediction for this game? And then you give me yours, Perez, man.
The score?
Score or win, loss, whatever, man.
We'll win. I say 27-17.
Okay. All right.
We'll always have a field goal or two for ourselves, and for some reason we always give up a touchdown early, no matter what. So I mean, but we'll end up with the victory. I hate when we play these young quarterbacks that shouldn't beat us. They usually have good games, so hopefully we keep him contained. And like I said, our defense, like Sugar Free was saying, our defense line is beastie. all our sacks have came from our defensive line this year.
Uh-huh.
So that tells you right there how improved our defensive line is. All our sacks, 15 and a half sacks have came from our defensive line. We had a total of 16 sacks last year. We're almost at our total from last year in 6 games. That's how much improved it is.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. That's a tremendous statistics right there, man. I'm glad that you brought that up, man. We in just these, first couple of weeks. Well, we're almost halfway through the season, right? But in this first couple of weeks, in the first half of the season, man, we've already put up even more work than we did all year long, man, and that's tremendous, man. And then thank you, man. So there it is, everybody. Now, Prez, man, what do you got?
Man, I agree with Darkside, bro. I mean, I really think it's gonna be like about 27-14. I mean, that's kind of a score I was shooting for too. We're gonna get a few field goals in there, mixed in there. It's just that we're not gonna get a touchdown every possession. They're gonna shut us down a little bit too. We're not gonna score every possession. So I really think we're gonna score in the 20s. 27 sounded like a good number to me. I mean, I really think 14 is kind of what I'm hoping for them to get. I mean, not what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they get 0. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping they don't score nothing. Exactly. But realistically, I'm thinking they score about in the 10 to 14 range. Mm-hmm. A 10 to 14, maybe a touchdown and a field goal, maybe a couple of touchdowns. But I don't really see them scoring that too much. And I really think those scores that they do score will be based on Hurst's legs. I really think Hurst will kind of get him in the red zone, and he might score a touchdown or 2 based on his athleticism. Because he's going to tuck it and run once he knows nothing is open, and once we shut it down, he's going to tuck it and he's going to run, especially if he's in the red zone. So that's kind of something that I think is gonna happen. So I predict a dub. And I do predict in the 20s and maybe not more than about 14 for them.
Okay, there it is, man. And on my end, man, I think Cash Money Carlson is really gonna rebound, and I'm looking for a high scoring game. For me, I like that Prez that if you score, between 20 and 30 points, man, you should be able to win the game, man. For the Raiders, I don't know. Dang, man, the Raiders, I need to put them up in that 30 range. Everybody, now I know what you're saying, man. Don't jinx it. It's your boy, the man himself. All right, I won't jinx it then, man. It's going to be a close one, okay? 13 or 14, the Raiders win.
How dare you, Mario?
Hey,
how dare you, bro?
You want to be stressed out like every week.
How dare you, Mario?
All right. So I won't jinx it, but everybody, on paper and the way that the team is playing and their capabilities, they should be able to blow this team out, man. They should be able to, okay, without trying to jinx it or whatever, man. A good team's a good team, and so they should be able to do it. Everybody, man. Just a quick little update. I'm clearing my throat. Speaking of us being stressed out and my Dodger heart, man. Okay, anyways, man. This is
the score right now too.
Fellas, okay. I guess we're in the bottom of the second inning. All right, and the score is 3-2. The Dodgers are up, man. So it's just it's the Dodgers, man, and we're gonna, we're the world champs, and not only that. We've played so many tough games. I'm talking now we've been winning so much. Now we're going into the decades. You know what I'm saying? And everybody this particular Dodger team has a lot of miles on it. Like deep October runs, you know what I'm saying? Go creeping into November. So not making excuses, man. I'm just saying that if the Braves, if they think they're just gonna you're not just gonna take it from the Dodgers. You're not just gonna take it. It's gonna be a fight to the death, to the bloody death. Everybody, all right. So we have a special guest. This next segment, right, is brought to you by the one and only Enfermo Productions. Everybody, for all of your video, audio, streaming needs, man. Everybody, hit up Enfermo Productions and let's make it happen. Enfermo Productions produces this wonderful program, the Raider Nation Misfits podcast, man. There's a million Raider podcasts right now. There's a lot, man, and I enjoy all of them, man. I really do. Shout out and respect to all of them that came before us, man. I'm gonna call us the new school of podcasting and video and Raider content, and shout out to everybody before us. Shout out to all the clubs, respect to all the clubs. And speaking of that, man, tremendous guest. And I'm going to turn it over to the man who booked the guest, man. Prez, can you introduce this guest for us, please, man?
Look, man, we have a guest from a really good club that I'm really good friends with. All these people from this club that I'm about to talk about are really good people, man. They're really good family people. They're really good club. So we want to bring on this guest. He goes by Darkside Raider 818. Many of you probably already know him or follow him, or he follows you. He's from the Nation Booster Club. So I want to bring him on. He's a special guest. I want to thank him for coming on. I want to bring him on to talk about what's going on in his neck of the neighborhood. What they got planned. I know they got some new plans going on as far as there's some new news that I'm hearing. I don't even know what it is. But I know they wanted to talk about it, so I want to let him talk about what the news is. So go ahead, Jesse. What's going on, brother?
All right, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'm not really used to doing all this either, so a little nervous, but I don't mind. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
You're a natural, man. You're a natural, brother.
Like I said,
your eyes glisten. Your eyes glisten.
But do I look sexy? That's the thing.
You do. I don't want to say nothing, bro. I don't want to say nothing.
No, like I said, I've been following Sugar Free for forever, even before he started the Misfits, and I've always respected everything he's done, man. He's a big inspiration. Joe Sugar Free, he does a lot for the community, a lot for Raider Nation. He inspires me. Seriously,
Absolutely.
he does, man. He inspires me a lot.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate all his posts. He posts about life stuff, about funny stuff, about everything. I've always followed him, and I appreciate his posts, and I like his funny ones about sneaking in cookies and food, because I'm the same way. I'm a cookie guy myself, so
I have a problem, bro. I have a problem, and I do not hide it.
His hashtag.
I do get in trouble. I do get in trouble by my wife, and she yells at me constantly. But it's a good kind of trouble, man. You know what I mean?
His hashtag fat boy problems. I get it.
Fat boys got problems too, bro. You know what I mean? It's like we pass by a bakery and we have to stop. We have to stop, bro. I gotta get one little concha or something.
I go to Walmart. I see they put a cake on sale. I gotta get it.
It's only right. It's only right. I don't want to be rude.
Like it's on sale.
I feel like they put it on sale for me.
For you.
I feel like they knew I was going, and it's on sale. And it's kind of like there's like I don't know if you're old enough. I'm a little old, but that going to Kmart with the blue lights. They have the blue light special. Would have blue light special on the cookware. You know what I mean? And so I feel like there's always a blue light special on the cookies. I always got to kind of throw it in there. My wife said, "Going to the store, pick me up some cookies."
Yeah, my wife hates when I go because I don't stick to the list. I get extra of everything, man.
Oh, the worst is going when you're hungry. Oh, bro, I've gone for like dish liquid, dish soap or something, and I come back with a cart full of like food because everything looked good to me. It's like, fuck. My wife's like, you went for dish soap. You know what I mean? Like, and you come back with like a fucking turkey. You know what I mean? I'm like, babe, I'm gonna deep fry it. Don't even trip. I'm gonna call the homies and we're gonna deep fry it. And don't even come outside though. Just be like until it's done, because you might not like what it looks like. It's a problem, bro, but it's all right. Anyway, yeah, bro.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Group therapy right here, man.
Yeah. Now, basically, I just wanted to give more info of the Nation Texas Takeover for the Thanksgiving game. The first party on the 24th, which is the Wednesday, it starts at 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. The owner of the hall, he created a link through Eventbrite. It's just for alcohol sales. And the link is set up for a $25 purchase, but you get $30 worth of credit. So you're getting $5 free. The reason he created it, he wants to know, try to get a count of how many people are coming so he knows how much alcohol and beer to buy. Yeah. You know, that's one of the main reasons. So I told him, I go, you got nothing to worry about. Raider Nation is the #1 fan base for drinking. It's been proven. They did the stats. But, you know, he still has to get all the alcohol and beer. So he wants to try to get a good head count so he knows how much to buy. So, but it's a great deal because, like I said, on the link it's $25, but you're getting $30 worth of credit.
All right.
So, you know, if you're a big drinker, you might want to get a couple of those, you know, $25 tickets so you'll get $60 worth of credit for beer and alcohol.
It evens out.
Yeah, so, you know, it works out. It's cool, you know, so you're getting an extra $5 instead of doing it there and, you know, having to pay the tickets there. You have it already in advance. So when you walk up there, you know, they'll have your name on the list and they'll hand you the tickets of how much you bought, and, you know, you just use that to pay for your liquor and beer and stuff.
All right, that's cool. And
like I said, he wants to keep an eye.
Do you have the link on your website, on your page, or on the
link
page?
I have the link set up on my Darkside _Raider 818 Instagram page.
Okay.
It's on my homepage on that.
Okay.
We've been posting it little by little. I'm gonna post it. I haven't done it myself, but I'm gonna post all the info. Like I said, that link is just for alcohol sales.
Okay.
So keep track of all that. And then, but at the party, we're gonna have water, soda, food, merchandise, all for sale also. So all that's gonna be for sale. We're gonna have a taco guy. We're gonna have a barbecue guy. We're gonna have an aguachile guy, a ceviche guy. So we got it.
Any cookie guy? Any cookie guy?
Hey, my thing is, I want a dessert person. Exact. No, seriously.
Ooh, you're speaking my language, bro.
No, that was my thought. I want to get a dessert person because I thought about maybe a churro or cotton candy for the kids, but I was like, you know what? Let's do something different. Let me get someone that makes cinnamon rolls or cookies. You know, something different.
Man, you're talking dirty now, bro.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it. I only got a month left, but I have a couple people I can reach out to, so I'm thinking about it.
Can make it. I believe in you, bro. I believe you. I believe you can make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm sending positive vibes. You know what I mean? Like good cheesy vibes. You know what I mean?
I like it too, because you know something different. You know what I mean? You see desserts, you want to buy it. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I see that outside, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. They're gonna ask my wife, "Where's your husband? He's outside eating cookies." Yeah.
He's like, "Who cares about the tacos and the barbecue?" He's like, I want
to
have
to roll me into the fucking event because I'm gonna hit the tacos, the camarones. I'm gonna hit the fucking dessert table. I'm not gonna be able to walk by the time before I even get in the door. It's gonna be bad. I'm looking forward to it, man. I know, and thank you. Thank you guys for putting this event together, bro, for the nation. We really appreciate things like this. Whatever I can get into as far as going to an event with the nation, bro, with the Raider Nation, to see my fellow brothers and sisters. I always try to be there. Obviously, we always can't make it to everything. But as many things as we can go to, man, we really try to be there because it's always a good time. It's always a good time, bro. And I love it. I love seeing everybody. I love seeing everybody in costume. I love seeing everybody representing, being themselves, bro, with no conditions and no worries about nothing. Just
everyone having a good time, like family, like having a good time.
Just represent how you want to represent, bro.
Yeah.
And if you
no
want,
judgment.
However you feel comfortable, bro. There's no one should tell you nothing.
No judgment zone.
No judgments. It doesn't matter if you've been dressing up for 5 years or 10 years, or if you just decided to dress up that one day.
For a week, exactly.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. However you feel.
However you want to represent, do it. Exactly.
However you feel you want to represent. There should
I feel the same way. I feel the same way, brother. Seriously.
That's just the way I feel. Not everyone really has to agree with me.
Yeah, because like I said, they're not saying that they're like a super fan or nothing. They just want to represent like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're just
someone sees it like, oh, what he thinks he's no. She's not saying it. You're saying it. Don't put that in people's mouths.
You're categorizing them.
Exactly. You're putting it in people's mouths.
They're just repping the way they want to rep.
What they feel comfortable and feel want to do.
However their persona is, bro. And a lot of it is just a lot of these kids when they go, man, they see these people dressed up and they're like, oh, hey, it's whoever, you know what I mean? And the kids are like, even though we're adults and we know, but look, I'll be straight out with you, bro. I'll be straight out. Look, I'm a Lifetime fan. When I first saw, I'll start off by saying, look, I've been watching the Raiders, and who do you notice more when you want to say fans that dress up? For me, it's
Violator, bro. Violator.
It's a Violator, bro. So there's no other one that I could really say that. That's who I grew up watching.
Me
LA,
too.
Oakland, you know what I mean? So you remember the Violator. Okay, so as growing up, I would see him on the TV, and I would be like, "Oh man, who's that dude? Man, he's just foaming at the mouth. He's just going nuts in the fucking end zone, bro." And you're just like, "That's so cool." And they would show him on the TV, and he would just growl at the TV, and you're just like, "Hell yeah!" All right. So that being said, I saw him. I saw him at an event that we were doing for the veterans, the Long Beach Hospital for Veterans. Okay, I saw him. I think like I just got starstruck, and I don't get starstruck. You know, I don't get starstruck. I don't. You know, everybody's human. But to me, as being a diehard, bro, I saw him, and I was just like, I had my kids with me, I had my boys, and I was like, "Do you know who that is?" You know like, my boys are like, "What's wrong with you?" And they're older, they're teenagers at the time, you know. So they're just like, "What's wrong with you? Who?" That's just like, dude. He wasn't dressed up though. He was just Wayne at the time, you know. But I knew who it was, and I'm just like, "Do you know who that is?" Hey,
because
kids, gather up, kids. You know what I mean? Like gather up.
He's like for us, he was like our hero. You know what I mean?
You know, like gather up, children. He's coming, and they're like, "Get out of our way, Dad." You know what I mean?
That's like Superman for us, you know.
Move out of our way. You're weird. You know what I mean? I'm just like standing there, and I'm just nervous to shake. And he comes up to me. He's a nice person, nicest person in the world. You know, humble as you can get. You know, so he just comes to me. He shakes my hand. And you know, and I'm just like, I don't know what to say at the time. I'm just like tongue tied. And then we walk around and we're doing, he's over there, you know, giving back to the veterans like we all are there for. And then I proceed to do my thing. I turn around and I see my wife over there beating him in dominoes. You know what I mean? I'm just like, why did you beat him? You know what I mean? Like, I know who that is. You know what I mean? And she's like, well, she came in hot. You know what I mean? He came in hot. He shouldn't have came in that hot. I put him down. You know what I mean? So, but like just to have that memory, you know what I mean? Like of him being there, us being there. And every time I see him, I'm like, man, you remember when my wife beat you at dominoes, bro? Remember when he just shakes his head and he's like, don't bring it up, brother. Don't bring it up, brother. That's what I'm saying. You know, I say that because he does what he does because that's who he is. You know, he believes in it. And if someone wants to dress up because they believe in it, let them do it. They're not hurting nobody. They're not hurting nobody, bro. They're not hurting you. Why does it bother you so much? Why is it a competition to you? You know what I mean? Why is it bother? Why does it, you know, I understand. I get both sides of it. You know, it's a slippery slope. I get it. I don't like to get into it. There's both sides where people are like, oh, you know, they just want to come out of nowhere. They didn't put in the work. I get it. Okay, I get what you're saying. But it's not a competition. No one's saying it's a competition. They're just doing their thing. You know, they're just doing their thing. You got little fans like Lil Chucky. You know what I mean? Like Lil Chucky, bro. You know, and I'll speak on something that happened at the Denver game that we all were mad about. Yeah. A fan of Denver, I heard was really putting Lil Chucky down. Mind you, Lil Chucky is 6 years old. You know, 6 years old, bro. So if you're putting these kids like this down, you're not only hurting the nation, you're hurting his self-esteem. You're hurting their self-esteem as a human, as a kid. Why are you talking shit to a kid who's 6, 7 years old? You see these little kids dressed up. I can name a couple. Little Chucky. You have a little girl named Wonder Raider. You have little, they dress up. Raiderina. You know what I mean? These little kids, and they want to dress up, and they feel special. It makes them feel, as little kids, they might not have good self-esteem until they put that costume on. You know what I mean? If they put a costume on, that turns them into a superhero. You know what I mean? Like, they're no longer that little kid, that little loner little kid that nobody talks to in school. Guess what? They're a superhero now, and they have a whole nation behind them. That makes them feel special, and even as adults.
Even some of the adults, that's what I'm going to say. Even some of the adults.
It might make them feel the same way as adults. They're no longer that weird guy in the workplace. They're no longer that loner that nobody talks to. Now they put on that sting, and it's like a protection for them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's their protection. It's their shield against negativity, against drama, against depression. So you know what I mean? That's what makes them feel good. Who are you to tell them not to do something that makes them feel good? You know what I mean? That's not fair. Don't put people down like that. It's not fair. I don't believe in that. I feel like everybody should express themselves how they want to. That maybe I stand alone. I don't know.
No, I'm with you.
Just how I stand.
I'm with you.
And
I feel the same way you do.
Yeah. And so that's kind of where I'm at. And so, like I said, I don't even know what we were talking about.
I don't know.
What we were talking.
Violator. We brought a violator.
I kind of do that sometimes. That's why I have Mario to kind of reel me in, because I kind of start talking about different shit.
Hey man, that's the show right there, baby. That's the show, everybody. But Prez, what we were talking about, a lot. What Darkside was talking about. He was promoting the event, and what you were saying, Sugar Free, is that, hey man, don't. With these events, don't be a shy guy, don't be a lonely girl, because we're
don't hate on other Raider Nation if they want to gear up, you know what I mean?
Be yourself.
Be yourself
and have
a
good time.
To, like I said, they might feel comfortable doing it because they are, shy or dealing with something, but this makes them feel.
Yeah. No. Well. And what I was saying was, is for these, events that you're putting out, that Prez puts out, or anything that I do, whatever, anything that any one of us, the Raider Nation, like, for people, don't be shy to want to come out and participate. Anything that the Raider Nation puts out, anything that the nation, puts out, like, you're invited. And not only you're invited, but hey man, you're gonna have a blast, and you're gonna make new friends, man. So that's really what it's all about, man. So we're go ahead, man.
I'm sorry. I was like, any event that we do, we also, it's family friendly, and we tell everybody anyone is welcome. I don't, even at the Nation Texas Takeover, if you're a Cowboy fan, you're gonna party with us, you're gonna love it. You're gonna remember that for your lifetime.
Right.
Because ain't nothing like a Raider party. You know what I mean? A Raider Nation party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, there isn't. And I mean, another team's fan, I might friendly tell them, your team sucks.
Yeah. We joke around.
A little friendly little joke around. Yeah. But then I'm gonna go and gonna enjoy my time with you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's just because we're all human beings at the end of the day.
Yes.
We're all people. We're all human beings. We're there trying to get away for a couple hours of our problems. We're trying to have a good time with different people. We're trying to forget about our issues for a couple hours, where you might be having some family issues. You know what? I'm going to go down there with some people, socialize, and I'm going to go get away for a little bit. So the whole point is to get away and to have a good time and to express yourself how you want to.
Yeah. And sometimes people focus of the Raider Nation of old, like the 2000s. Yeah, we were a little violent back then. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're not like that no more. We're about community work. We're about just partying and have a good time. We're welcoming. You know what I mean? And it's not like that no more. And they sometimes they still think about that, and it's not even like that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're right about it, man. And good looking out, man. Thank you, Jesse, man, for putting it out there. Everybody in Texas, if I can just kind of paint a picture of, the football scene in Texas and in Dallas, the Cowboys is like, it's kind of like a religion over there, just like when the Cowboys are playing, it's like the whole town stops. It's like there's nobody at the nobody on the freeway. If you're trying to go somewhere, go during the Cowboy game, man. You get there fast, you know. But there's one greater, and there's one that's the greatest, man, and that's the Raider Nation, man. Greatest fans.
That's what I say. The Cowboys. They say they're America's team. I'm like, fuck it. They can have that title. I don't care. We're the world's team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Coast to coast and worldwide, man. And
we're the world's team. They can have America's team title. I don't care.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're the world's team.
You know, I'm even seeing the Nation. Right here, all the way from Germany. You know, TMBC, all the way Germany. Everybody.
Yeah, that's my brothers out there. Hell yeah, they're even coming down to the takeover.
I'll say this. I can't wait to see the TMBC brothers from Germany. I talked to those guys. Good people, bro. Good people over there.
Good people.
And they've been telling me they're going to show up at the Texas Takeover. So hopefully they open up those borders for them in Europe and Germany. I really hope they open them for them so they can get their way down here, because I want to drink a beer with them, man. I want to give them a big hug for repping for us. I know they fly our flag along over there because it's all love. It's never any animosity. It's never any competition. It's showing everybody love. And I really have a lot of love for those TNBC Germany guys, bro. So I really hope to see them. Shout out if they're watching. I need you guys to show up, brothers. I need you guys to show up. And I really want you to look for me. If I can't see you, please, you might find me at the cookie table. So I'm just gonna let you right now. You might, if you can't find me, you look Sugar Free. Where is he at? He's probably in the dessert table. You know what I mean? But anyways, I want to see those guys, man. I want to see everybody from overseas. I want to see people from overseas, not just Germany, from Europe, from Mexico.
We got people from Mexico coming. We got Germany chapter. We got, I don't know, Canada. I think they're gonna open their borders soon, so they hopefully will come down.
It's just something that everybody's looking forward to. Whenever we have a chance to get together, bro, we jump on it. And this I know this also has been telling me about this for months. We're talking like it during.
We had a feeling when the schedule was going to get released. Like we knew it was going to be the Cowboys for Thanksgiving.
He kept telling me, he's like, we're waiting for the schedule to come out, but we have a feeling it's going to come. It's going to be Cowboys and the Raiders Thanksgiving. And I was like, just let me know, bro. So as soon as it came out, the plan started to be made. Bam! I booked my room. I booked my everything because I'm trying to do it now, bro. Everything's went up. Because the teams are good now. Our teams are good, and we're both gonna have winning records going into that game.
Everyone was hoping, the prices will go down on stuff, but like we're both doing good. Prices are going back up again.
Up again, bro. You should have jumped on it. If you have it like that, shoot. You know what I mean? If you have it like that, where you can wait to the last minute and you could jump on some stuff, man, props to you. But I had to get it as soon as they came out, because I know the prices were gonna be lowest as soon as the schedule came out. So that's when I've been planning on it. I made it a point for us to be there. So that's a big event that we're all a lot of us are looking forward to.
It's huge. Raider Nation is, like I said, when the schedule got released, a lot of people did what you did. They started booking everything. Yeah. Tickets, flights, hotels, all that stuff. You know what I mean? And like I said, we have 2 days, 3 events. We have the first party, on Wednesday, the 24th at 1010 Collins Event Center. That's the big party where all Raider Nation's coming to. All the super fans, the geared up fans, they're all coming to that. All the clubs are coming to. Then on Thanksgiving, the tailgate is on Blue Lot 11. We're going to party there. You guys will love this spot. It's right off the street, so everyone driving by will see us.
Yeah, I actually, that Blue Lot 11, I had talked to also, and I wanted to make it as big as possible. So I bought a ticket to Blue Lot 11, I'm like, let's just make it as big as possible. I want to have like a Thanksgiving feast on at the tailgate, bro. So we're, I don't know what he's planning, but I know he was talking about doing like a potluck style with a little barbecue. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. Every bit of this event, I'm looking forward to. From the party, the pre-party, to the tailgate, to the game, to the after party.
We have an after the game party. Exactly.
Yeah. The after party at a hotel. I think it's
a hotel.
Embassy, right? I think that's where the party after party's at.
Yes,
Hopefully
yes.
it's a win after
Yes.
party. You know what I
We can
mean? But
really
we're gonna party,
yeah.
win, lose, or tie. We're gonna
Yeah.
party anyways. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But if
So,
after a victory, it's even better. You
yeah,
know.
after a victory, it's even sweeter. So I mean, we're looking forward to this.
You know, we love to use the word epic, but I want to do something bigger than epic, like just memorable. Just
yeah. You want to have these memories that last a lifetime, or you're trying to make memories that last. You know,
because I know
that's what it is.
Raider
I always
Nation
tell
is
people,
coming.
yeah, take as many pictures as you want, bro, because I like taking a lot of pictures, like for myself, because I like to look at them, man. I like to look at them and be like, oh, I remember this. I remember when me and Jesse were all fucked up. I remember this. Oh, fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
The before and after picture. I love those.
You know what I mean? This is before.
Before looking after.
And then after looking all this madre. You know what I mean? Like,
I love those pictures.
Thrown in the washer, and we're just all eyes are all low, and we're just all fucked up, hanging on each other. Telling each other how much we love each other. You know how we do it when Latinos get all fucked up. Oh, I fucking love you, Holmes. I fucking love you, I said. That's how we are, bro.
That's how we are,
those are kind of good times that I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Those are kind of good times because I myself, I got my room at the after party spot. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
perfect. That's even better.
Do is just go downstairs, get all fucked up, and then I'm gonna go take the elevator up to my room.
Go to sleep.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna knock out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of my plan, bro. So
every little bit of this event, perfect. Yeah.
Every little bit of this event, bro, we're looking forward to. Thank you guys for putting this together.
Like I said, we're trying to make it where it's memorable. You know what I mean? I mean, we're trying. It's been a long process. And like I said, we only got about a month left, and we're still trying to plan some stuff, and we just wanted where it to flow easy for everyone.
Yeah.
We want it where nobody has to worry about nothing, and it just flows good for everyone.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it, man. Thank you again for doing it. We're looking forward to it, and thank you for coming on this show, bro, and letting us know what's going on. Thank you for representing your club to the highest standard, man. And thank you for repping for the nation, bro. We really appreciate it. We salute you guys.
Thank you too, man. Thank you.
And, like I said, you got my utmost respect. You guys got my utmost respect. I really appreciate the love that you said. That really goes a long way. I appreciate it. It really means a lot. It really means a lot because I hope I hit some people the right way. I do my best. You know what I mean? It's pretty much being myself, and whoever I attract. I don't try to be nobody fake. I don't be someone that I'm not. We all have bad days, brother. We all have bad days, but you try to put on a positive face so that way the bad days don't last. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. So that's kind of how I like to keep it, man. So thank you for that.
Like I said, you've inspired me from a lot of work that you do. Like I've told you, everything was from the heart. And like I said, you say too, my line is always open for anybody that's having a hard time or having issues or just whatever. They could always reach out to me.
Yes,
my phone is always on for anyone.
Appreciate that, man. I know a lot of other people appreciate that.
And and it helps them sometimes just for them to vent even.
Exactly. I mean, look,
you know what I
mean? We both deal with a lot of edgy people, bro. Men and female. We both have a lot of edgy people around us. I know I do. I have a lot of guys who you look at them, you're just like, whoa, you know what I mean? You're just like scary dude, you know what I mean? But to a lot of, like I say, look, to a lot of people, they may look scary and everything, but to me, they're like teddy bears. You know what I mean? Like to me, they're just like big teddy bears. Like, come here, big guy. You know what I mean? Like, come here, I'll give you a hug. And he's like, stop it, get away from me. I'm trying to look hard right now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, stop being stupid. You know what I mean? But it's like they're just big teddy bears, bro. They're just very nice human beings. They just look like the way they look, bro. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover, because the people that you see around us, they may look a certain way, but they're the first people to jump for you if you need them. They're the first people that will give you their shirt off their back if you need that shirt. So it's just something that I really love to see, man. So But thank you for that, and we'll shoot it back to Mario. What's going on, Mario?
Yeah, man, that's what's. Hey, man, you guys said it right there, man. I'm really excited, and everybody, if you have a chance to go, man, you better make it out there, all right. And even if you're just in Dallas, man, just make it out there, anyways, man. But
Yeah.
but hurry, man, because it's gonna be hot, and space will be limited, man. So make sure you guys, like Prez said, man, make sure you jump on that early. Make sure, man, if you're taking an Uber to the event, man, make sure you do it early. Man, don't think that, like, we said another podcast, don't think that it's just gonna have you, I'll get there right by kickoff. Nah, man, it ain't gonna happen. And really quick, I know we moved on from the topic, but in regards to what you were saying, Perez, with these little guys, wanting to dress up and then them giving them a hard time, and I get it, man. Look, when I was at the game, and just being a Raider, look, have you ever gone to a road game and you're wearing your Raider gear? Have you ever gone into a bar and you're or whatever, man, whatever situation, and like you're the only Raider as a grown man? That can be kind of tough, right? You're repping and you're proud, but at the same time, there's knuckleheads with that don't have to be nowhere on Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? And that's tough as an adult. I'm not gonna harp on it too much, man. And I'm not gonna make a big deal, but I actually got kicked out of that game, and it wasn't even, and the ironic thing, man, I wasn't even drunk or high or anything like that, man. Can you believe that, man? So the thing was, I have my own like personal beliefs, and I don't participate in the national anthem. I just put it out there. I just don't. I never did really, So, and hold on, that don't mean nothing, man. Okay, that's just me, but. People gave me. I'm in Denver, man, in deep in Bronco country, and you know how people feel about that kind of stuff over there. So just and I had my Raider gear, so people give me a hard time, and then somebody told on me that I was doing this and that, and anyways, man, I didn't want to fight with nobody. We were having a good time, and I danced. I boogied. I boogied on my way. I boogied my way all the way out because I was like W. But anyways, man, the point is this, everybody. When you see these little kids, man, like Prez was saying. If you see these kids in Raider gear or not, what if they're fans of the other team? Hey, man, don't give these kids, don't give anybody, don't. I don't want no Raiders, to, hey, man, boo for your team maybe, but other than that, man, come on, man, you know what I'm saying, everybody. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it positive for the youngsters, for everybody. So man, thank you guys for touching on that right there, man.
What's the saying? Hate the team, don't hate the fan.
Yeah, man. So that's what's up, everybody. And before we get on out of here, man, because it's about that time, everybody. Dodgers, they're doing it, man, and they're up 4-2. It's the top of the fourth now, and the Braves are up to bat. But anyways, man, before we get up on out of here, man, Jesse, man, bro, thank you, man. You're doing a tremendous thing with your club and everything, man. Brother, there's so many people to shout out, man, but I need you to shout out everybody that you want to shout out right now, man.
Damn, well, I got, like all my Team BC family, my cabinet, also Henry, Gray Raider, all my members, Dark Phoenix is on there, Germany's on there, Mark and all them in Germany, they rep hard for all Raider Nation. They do great work out there. We have our Albuquerque chapter, our Houston chapter. Like I said, we're doing that trunk or treat for Halloween next Sunday, and we barely put it out. And Houston's gonna come out to it, so that's what I mean. Things like that, it's just awesome, Want to get out, shout out to my family, Raider, I have my brother, he's Team BC, my sister, my brother-in-law, they're Black Hole Phoenix, the president of the Black Hole Phoenix, that's my brother-in-law, Hal Raider, my sister's the cabinet, his wife. Like I said, Raider Nation, we're deep. We're family everywhere. We got family blood and other clubs and chapters and, all the friends, to you guys, all the charity work that you guys, like I said, you guys really inspire me for everything you do. Sugar Free, his kitchen that he does, his cooking, all his stuff that he does. Like I said, I follow him. I followed him before he even started the Misfits. So I know. I know, some about him.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. There was I forgot who, it was a post on somebody's on Instagram or whatever, and they're like, name a Raider person that you follow that you like a lot of their posts. he was the first person I thought about. You know, so that just tells you about him. You know what I mean? That tells you a lot. Like I said, I'm fairly new to Instagram. I've only been on, about 3 years. When you start the Misfits? 2 years ago?
We've been around for 2 years now.
Okay, so it was a little before that. That's how new I am to any social media.
Yeah.
I never had, Instagram or Facebook up until about 2.5 years ago. And you were like one of the first ones I would, follow, and it's just because a lot of stuff I like that you post about. And like I said, that's why when I seen that post that somebody else posted, who the first Raider fan that you follow on Instagram that you like what they post about or whatever, you were the first one that came to mind to me. So that's why I'm saying thank you for all that you do and your club and your chapters. I really appreciate it. And I know if I needed something, I could reach out to you. You'd be with the quickness, you would help out.
Yeah. Thank
Absolutely,
you,
man. Yeah, man. That's good looking out, man. That's what it's all about, man.
My shout out to you also.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I like that, man. Hey, man, showing love to Prez. Same thing with me, man. You know what? I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, man. That's kind of met Prez like that too. He was just long story short, man. I met him in my city, and he was cool. And I'll come check out the game, and it was a good situation. And then kept in touch. Next thing you know, man, he's like, "Hey, man, you want to ride with the Misfits?" And I said, "Man, let's ride this out into the universe, man."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
there's different times where you're not part of a club or nothing, but you feel more welcomed.
Yeah.
In certain clubs or certain individuals, so you're like, you know what? I'm gonna be part of this club because I feel more welcomed. I feel comfortable here, and I understand that. I get it. You know what I mean? It's like something about a club or a president. You just feel like, you know what? I could ride with this guy. You know what I mean? That's like me and also we have a history before we even met each other. I had met his nephew in Phoenix before I even met Oso, and my brother-in-law met Oso out here in North Texas before I even met Oso. So it's like we were meant to meet each other,
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what's up, man. It's it's all about how familia came together, man. And thank you so much, brother, for coming up, man. This is our humble podcast. Like actually Joe and I, man, we still every episode we figure it out a little bit more, and we're still figuring out. We still don't know what we're doing, but like we said, man, all we know is that we love the Raiders and we're gonna rep them and we're gonna serve the community, man. So, Hey, Prez, man, what do you think, man? Crazy, man. We finished with 23 episodes, man, and I remember, when we was trying to get it started, and we got it started, man, and here we go, man. Hey, but Prez, man, just want you to send off everybody, Prez. Who are your shout outs, man, for this week?
Look, man, like I always say, I hate naming people because I don't like leaving nobody out, bro.
Yeah, we forget.
That's just, it's hard to shout out some specific people. So what I always like to do is just shout out the people, like I always say, who are going through something, bro. I like to shout out the people who the people who don't feel like they matter. To the people who feel like they're nothing or their opinion, they're nobody. I'll shout you out because I care, bro. We care. We care. I do care. I don't want to. I want nobody feeling like they're not good enough. You know what I mean? That's not the case, man. And shout you out because if you woke up today and it was hard for you, bro, shout you out for doing that. You know what I mean? I salute you for waking up today, even no matter how hard it was for you. No matter what you're going through, and you still got up and you still got ready, and you're putting on a face for society, and you're putting on a face for your family or for the public. I salute you. You're a warrior, man, and you're going into life. Life is a battle, and you're going into this battle, and you're going in with at 50%, 25%, because you're not all there mentally, you're not there physically, or you're going through something and just nobody knows about it. That's why you try to be nice to people, man. You try to be there for people because you never know what that person is going through. You never know what that smiling person in front of you is going through, bro. That person might be breaking up. That person might be tearing up inside. Something might eating him up. But if you ask that person and he's just like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm fine, he's not okay. You know what I mean? He's not okay. And we're taught to be, as you grow up the way some of us grew up, bro. You're taught to be hardcore. You're taught to be, you can't show no emotion. You're taught to be, you have to go through it, and you have to, no matter what, you know, and doesn't matter how hard you, and that's good up to a certain extent, bro. But as you get older and you have kids kind of like, as kids themselves, man, kids themselves have a way of just breaking you, as far as just like making you into a big softy, bro. You know what I mean? Kids have a way of doing that, bro. And you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, and then all the homies are like, oh man, you're soft now, man, shut up. You know what I mean? Shut up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be, you know, you have to be a certain way. Kids really have a way of making you into a different person. So, you know, like I say, just shout out to those people going through something, that are struggling in life, who think that nobody's there for them. You know, reach out to me, man. Reach out to me. If you don't follow me on social, if you follow my social medias, or you follow the Raider Nation Misfits, if you follow any of my members, reach out to any one of us. Reach out to any of these other clubs, these people, man. TNBC, Jesse, you know, also reach out to anyone. There's tons of people. Like I said, I don't like naming names because there's so many people that you could reach out to that are there for you, who will be there to talk. We may not have a lot. I may not have a lot to offer you, man. You know, but what I have, I will give it to you if I have it. You know what I mean? And if all I have for you is a ear for you to listen to you, or if all I have is some good words to pump you up, then I will gladly let you have that. And I will know that I helped one soul today. And I know that I helped one person get through their day, bro. That to me means a lot. And those are things that you don't see that happens in the nation and happens as what we do that you don't see. You know, you don't see these things. These are things that we do on a daily basis. I could say I get messages on a daily sometimes from my personal members, from people outside, just reaching out. You know, I know what happens to a lot of us that do this kind of community service where we get reached out by a lot of different people. And, you know, so those are things that you just don't see that we have to continue doing. So that's, I said, that's my shout out. That's my shout out to the people going through something, struggling in life. You matter. Don't think like your voice doesn't matter. Don't think that you're nobody. Don't think that nobody cares. I care about you. I love you. You're doing a good job in life. I'm proud of you. Put a smile on your face. If you're alive and you woke up, every day that you open your eyes is a good day. Any day above ground is a good day. So be positive, keep smiling, keep grinding, keep pushing, because there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely, man. Hey, that's what's up, man. Everybody out there, everybody got a shout out, man. So salute to everybody, man. You know, and everybody who I want to shout out. Well, first of all, man, let me shout out everybody in the chat, man. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us, man. There was a point where we had like 7 people on the chat, man, and that's like a world record, man. So this podcast is growing, man. But shout out, and you know what? It's Darkside, man. Everybody, you know, it's your guys that are representing, man, and that's what's up, man. It's all love, and you know, welcome everybody, and thank you for hanging out with us up to this point, everybody, man. We're going. It's a home game, 1:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sorry, Southern California. Sorry, California. Maybe except for the Bay Area, but sorry, Southern California and the Central Valley and everybody. The game will not be shown, man. You know, so you know, make sure if you check the Raiders app. I think they might be showing the game right there. Or they definitely have the broadcast, man. You know, like sometimes if I'm working, I never miss a Raider game. And if I'm working, I'll listen to I'm used to listening to, you know, the great Bill King, you know, holy Toledo, and, you know, Greg Papa, touchdown Raiders. And now it's Brett Musburger. And he goes, jackpot, baby. You know, so you know, I'm used to listening to all that, man. So anyways, I'm just giving Raiders, you know, watch the game however you can, man, and have a good time, and let's get this win, man. And you
don't have access. I Dofu Streams works a lot for a lot of out of network games and sporting events.
Which one is it?
Dofu Sports.
Okay.
Dofu Sports. It's an app. download that app, and a lot of people stream through there, and you can watch a lot of stuff: baseball, football, MMA, boxing, a lot of stuff that's like pay-per-view or whatever. You can watch it through there. I've only been on there a couple months, and it's helped me watch some stuff that when I'm at work, and I can watch it there.
Hey, good looking up. That's everybody. That's a pro tip right there. Okay, and
Yeah,
if you,
Dofu. It's called Dofu Sports. DOFU Sports.
okay,
It's an app. Go to your app store, whatever it is, Google, Apple, whatever. Download that app because they show, like I said, you can watch, these pay-per-views. Sometimes there's someone who will stream it there.
That's what's up, man. Thank you for putting us up on game with that, man, right there.
Yeah.
So everybody,
a lot of people mention other ones, but this is like the newest one, and it's been working pretty good.
That's what we need right there, man. That's exactly what we need right there, man. Everybody, thank you for watching, man, and good luck to the Dodgers, man. They're 4-2, man. Corey Seager is up to bat with the. Actually, it's ending. I guess he's out, man. But anyways, man, go Dodgers. And everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back.
I'll take us out with the song again, bro. So whoever
get it, you read my mind, Prez. Get it, man. Get it. Here we go.
¿Qué pasa? Raza. Local slow reppin' for the Raider. Raza.
Raider.
It runs through my veins. Can't you tell by my Raider ways? I stay down for the spot. That'll never change. And if you down for the squad, I got nothing but love for ya. I got nothing but love for ya. Snapback wearing, Jacob Raiders jersey, sporting nothing but the silver and black all year long. It's Raider Nation, and when it's game time, you can catch us at the stadium. Tailgate with nothing but familia, and the hunters and the homies all around. Listeners in the background, yelling out Raider Nation, loud and proud. Check out the style of my Misfits vocal and see what I thought the sugar free dragged in. Talking for the BAC president, and I ride for my team, and I rap for my Misfits men. And it's more than a football homie, yeah, this is family. And it ain't where you from, it's where you at. But I always stay fitted with that silver and black. Stay reppin' for my squad, you see the logo on the flag. Raider Nation stand up, this I get to be the champs. Middle finger to the quick fans. For the whiners and the San Diego chokers, send them on to the black hole, watch them all get smashed. Yeah, Charlie Boy going out with his brand. Yeah, it ain't nothing but a
Yes. That's what's up, man. Hey, everybody. Hey, Darkside, man. See you next week. Hey, Darkside, man, one more time, everybody. Thank you, man. All the information will be on the description down below. Everybody, man, enjoy the game. Hey, Prez, man, you know how we finish it off, man. We go Raider.